Are you using WhatsApp just for chatting? While it could be running your business operations automatically. Yes, it's possible by using Pabbly Chatflow. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly, and in today's video, I will show you how you can turn your WhatsApp into a business automation tool with Pabbly Chatflow. And you don't require any coding skills for doing that. So instead of manually answering queries, sharing details, or collecting information, we will create a smart workflow that handles everything for you instantly. So this automated system is going to respond to your customers, guide them with the right information, capture their details, and streamline communication, helping you save time while delivering a professional experience. So by the end of this video, you will have a fully automated WhatsApp setup that works like a virtual assistant for your business. So let's get started and build this step by step by using Pabbly Chatflow. So right on the screen inside Pabbly Chatflow, I have already created a WhatsApp chatbot for turning my WhatsApp into business tool. So now let me show you how you can create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for any type of business you are running. So now let me firstly show you how this WhatsApp chatbot is going to work, and afterwards we will build it step by step. So for that, let's switch to my WhatsApp. So here I'm landed to my WhatsApp, and now let's say I'm the user or the customer who want to interact with this business. So here I'm going to enter this message, that is hello, and this message is going to initiate my WhatsApp chatbot. And as I have entered this message, I'm getting this welcome message which says welcome to Green Valley Homestay. How can we help you today? And here we are getting two buttons, that is rooms and pricing and book your stay. So here I'm going to select this first button, that is rooms and pricing. And as I have selected this button, I'm getting the list of the room options. So I'm going to open this list, and here I'm going to select this first option, that is deluxe garden room. And as I have selected it, I'm getting the details of this deluxe garden room with a button, that is book stay. So here I'm going to select it, and this message consists of the pricing as well. And here I'm getting this message which is asking me to enter the check-in date. So here I'm going to enter my check-in date as 24th Feb 2026. So now let me enter it, and here I have provided my check-in date. And as I have provided my check-in date, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter the checkout date. So here I'm going to enter my checkout date is 28th Feb 2026. So now let me enter it, and as I have provided my checkout date, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter the number of guests. So here I'm going to enter it as 1, and as I have provided the number of guests, I'm getting a message which is asking me to enter the full name. So here I'm going to enter my full name as demo user. So now let me enter this message or the full name, and as I have provided my full name, I'm getting a booking confirmation message, and this message consists of the same guest name which I have recently entered, the same room type which I have selected, the same check-in and checkout date, and even the number of guests is same. So now you might be thinking how it is possible. So I'm going to tell you the process of sending personalized messages while creating the flow for our WhatsApp chatbot. So not only interacting with customers, handling their queries, this WhatsApp chatbot can automatically collect the data and even send personalized messages to your customers or the clients. And I have created this WhatsApp chatbot for my homestay business, but you can modify it according to your business need. So now you have seen the working of this WhatsApp chatbot by using which my customers can book the homestay all on WhatsApp, and now they don't have to switch between multiple apps and between multiple websites because they can book their stay all on WhatsApp. And this WhatsApp chatbot can be modified for any type of business you are running. And if you like this WhatsApp chatbot and want to buy any of our Pabbly product, then I have bought an amazing offer for you. So right on the screen, you can see this coupon code STUYT, which is going to provide you heavy and exclusive discounts on your purchase for the Pabbly. So this is your chance to get instant savings and take your business to the next level with the help of automation. So what are you waiting for? Use this coupon code and grow your business with Pabbly. And now for creating this WhatsApp chatbot, you have to access Pabbly Chatflow. So open the new tab and type its URL. That is pabbly.com/chatflow, and once you will enter the URL, you will land to the homepage of Pabbly where you will see two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, then you can select this sign up free, and if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Chatflow, then you get 100 free credits every month for practicing and using Pabbly Chatflow. But if you're an existing user like me, then you can just click over this sign in, and once you finish your sign up or login over the Pabbly, then you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page where you can see all the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to create a chatbot, then I'm going to access this Pabbly Chatflow app by simply selecting this access now button, and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Chatflow, which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page you can see these are the numbers connected to my account. And if you want to add your WhatsApp number, then you just have to click over this add WhatsApp number button, and here we are getting two options, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. So if you want to integrate your WhatsApp number, then you can just select WhatsApp Connect, but if you prefer connecting with token number, then you can select this option of Manual Token Connect. And if you want a description of adding WhatsApp number to the Pabbly Chatflow account, then go and check the video given on the description below. And moving on to the sidebar, you can see these are the features provided by Pabbly Chatflow. And if you want to learn more about these features, then you can watch the video given on the description. And now as we are going to create a chatbot, then we just have to click over the flows given on the sidebar. And once you will click over the flows, you will be landed to this flow builder page where you can see these are the flows I have created. And if you want to create a new flow, then you just have to click over this add flow button, and here we are landed to our flow page where you might see this option of providing the flow name. So now let's provide a name to my flow here. So here I'm providing it the name Turn WhatsApp into a Business Automation Tool with Pabbly Chatflow, and here we are getting this option for trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is the event which is going to initiate our WhatsApp chatbot, and this trigger event can be keyword or the regex entered by your users, or if your user starts the conversation, or if your user replies via quick reply button on a send template. But I'm going to keep it as keyword regex match. Now you might be thinking, what is this keyword and regex? So keywords are the words which initiate your WhatsApp chatbot. Now let's say I want to initiate my WhatsApp chatbot as soon as someone enters a message that is hello. So here I'm going to make this word as my keyword. So I'm going to type it and press the enter key, and here our one keyword is ready. And afterwards we are getting this option for regex. So regex is basically the short form for the regular expression. These are used for the advanced user input. So if you want to trigger any advanced user input, then you can enter regex like this. But as of now I already have added my keyword, so I'm going to remove this regex from here. Now on your left hand side you can see these messages and action blocks, which you can think as main building block for creating this WhatsApp chatbot flow. So you can drag any of these messages and action nodes and create the flow for your WhatsApp chatbot for automating your business. Now if my user sends me a message, I'm going to send them a welcome message. So for that we just have to drag and drop, and here we are getting many options. So here I'm going to select this option of text button, and now on this text button node I'm going to enter a welcome message for my customers. So now let's enter it. So here I have entered this welcome message for my customers. Now I am going to add a button to this message node. So for that we just have to click over this add button, and here we are getting this dialog box which is asking me to enter the button name. So now let's enter it. So here I have entered the title of my first button, that is rooms and pricing, and here we are getting this option for selecting the button type. So from this drop down you can select your button type either as quick reply or link if you want this button to react as a link, but I am going to keep it as quick reply. Now let's click over this save button, and here we have successfully created our first button. Now let me add one more button in this message node. So here I have created this another button, that is book your stay. Now if my user select this first button, that is rooms and pricing, I'm going to provide them list of the rooms available in my homestay. So for that I'm going to just drag and drop, and here we are getting this option for list which you have to select. And now on this list node it is asking me to enter header, body and footer for the list. So now I am going to provide just body to my list. So here I have entered this body to my list. Now I am going to add some items. So for that we firstly have to create a section by simply selecting this add section, and here I am going to enter my section title as rooms, and afterwards on this section I am going to add some items or some available room types. So for that we just have to click over this add items, and here we are getting this dialog box which is asking me to enter the title and the description. So now let's enter the title of our first list item or the first room type. So here you can see I have entered the title of my first room, that is Deluxe Garden Room. Now likewise I am going to add some more items to this list. So here you can see I have added 2 more items to my list, or 2 more room types. Now if my user selects any of these room types, I want to get that response. So for that we have to provide contact custom field to all these list items, as contact custom field help us to store extra information, and for adding the contact custom field you just have to move over the actions, and here you will observe this node that is set custom field which you have to select. Now I'm going to connect it with my first list item or the first room type, that is deluxe garden room. So I'm going to connect it, and from here you can select the contact custom fields. And if you want to create your own contact custom field, then you just have to go towards the settings, and here we are getting this option for contact custom fields which you have to select. But before that, make sure to save this flow so that you don't lose your data, and as you will select the contact custom fields, you will be landed to the contact custom fields page where you can see the previously created contact custom fields by me. And now for creating a new one, we just have to click over this add more field button, and here you have to provide the field name and click over this save button, and your contact custom field will be created. But for now I already have my contact custom field which I am going to select over my Pabbly Chatflow. So here I am going to select my contact custom field as rooms. So now let's search for it, and here I'm getting this contact custom field, and now it is asking me to enter the value. So here you have to enter the value for which you are creating this contact custom field, and as you know I'm creating this contact custom field for this first list item or the first room type, that is deluxe garden room. So here I have entered the same value. Now I am going to provide contact custom field to remaining list item as well. So here you can see I have provided contact custom field to all these room types. Now if my user selects any of these room types, I am going to provide them details of the room in a text button node. So for that I am going to just drag and drop, and here I am going to select text button, and now on this text button node I am going to provide the details of that particular room, and here I am going to create a button as well, that is book stay. So here you can see I have provided the details of this first room type, that is deluxe garden room, and here you can even see the pricing and all other details of this room, and here I have created this button, that is book stay. Now I am going to provide details of remaining room types as well. So here you can see I have provided the details of all the room types. Now if my user select this book stay button, I'm going to ask them some questions. So for that we just have to move over the actions, and here you will observe this node, that is ask question, which you have to select. Now on this question node I'm going to enter a question asking for the check-in date from my users. So now let's enter the question over here, but before that let me connect all these book stay buttons with this question node so that my user can be redirected to this question as soon as they select this button. And now let's enter our question over here. So here you can see I have entered this question asking for the check-in date. Now I am going to select my contact custom field as check-in date, and here I am going to select my format as date. And as you will select the format as date, it will ask you to enter the number. So here it's basically asking you to enter the number of attempt you want to provide to your users for entering a valid input. So here I am going to enter my number of attempt as 1, and as you will provide the number of attempt, it will ask you to enter the validation error message. So validation error message is the message which will be sent to your users if they enter an invalid input. So here I am going to enter my validation error messages. Please enter a valid date in the format date, month, year. So with this we are done with our first question. Now let's add some more questions to this flow. So here you can see I have entered this another question asking for the checkout date, where I have selected my contact custom field as checkout date, and here the next question I am asking for the number of guests, and at last I have entered this question asking for the full name of my customer. So with this we are done with our all questions. Now if my user provides me answer of all these questions, I am going to provide them a booking confirmation message. So for that again I am going to use the text button node. So here you can see I have entered this confirmation message, and this message consists of the sum of the variables such as full name, rooms, check-in date, checkout date, and the guest count. And now you might be thinking what these variables signifies. So these signifies the contact custom field which we have recently selected for all these questions and the list items. So now as soon as my user will select any of these list items or provide me the answer of all these questions, the response will be replaced in this message node, and we will be able to send personalized messages to our customers. So this is the simple way for sending personalized messages to your customers. So with this we are done with our first button. Now let's move on towards our second button, that is book your stay. Now if my user select this button, that is book your stay, I am going to redirect them to the question for booking the stay. So now if my user will select this button, they will be redirected to to this question. So with this, we are done with our flow, and now we just have to save it by simply selecting the save button, and here we are getting this pop-up, which means we have successfully saved our flow. So now you can also create this amazing WhatsApp chatbot for turning your WhatsApp into a business automation tool and not just for chatting purpose. And now you can also share this flow with your friends so that they can also know about this amazing automation tool. And for that, you just have to go to the flow builder page, and here you can see this is the flow which I have recently created. So I am going to select three dots of this flow, and here we are getting this option for share flow, which you have to select, and here we are getting the shareable link which you can share with your friends, team members and colleagues so that they can also know about this amazing automation tool. So what are you waiting for? Start using Pabbly Chatflow now, and I have provided the link of the flow which I have recently created in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And if you face any doubts or challenges, then don't forget to mention it in the comment section, and make sure to use the coupon code STUYT for getting heavy discounts. So thank you for watching this video. So you can create many more chatbots like this by using Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can write it on forums.pabbly.com. But if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Chatflow for free now.